Hey guys, I am making making sauerkraut tonight with my new crock. I'm pretty excited.
Someone asked, did I miss the live,
Live stream?
Yeah.
No, you haven't missed it yet. I'm just a little bit late because I decided that I'd go ahead and get most of my cabbage chopped because I can't really talk and chop at the same time very well. And I decided it might be kind of boring for you guys to sit there and watch me chop 2 heads of cabbage. So I quickly, and I mean quickly, chopped this cabbage, like the quickest I've ever chopped it in my life. So I got a big bowl full of it right here, and I just got this a little bit to finish up because I decided it would kill me to not be able to really chat with you too much, so that's what I'm doing. And once I get the cabbage chopped, I will tell you about the crock and show you all about it and everything.
Okay. One person said hello.
Hey.
Then the next person said, why do you not milk your goats?
We don't milk our goats right now because they are dried up. And we have them bred, and then this spring they're going to kid out, and then we will milk again. And we usually just milk through the spring, summer, and then through the fall, and then we dry them up and breed them again. And we don't like to milk through the winter just because it's cold, and I don't like to go out and do the chores that much, or at least I don't like to have that many chores to do, so. But this spring we should be having kids. We should have some kids in, I think March and April. And then we will be milking again. So.
Someone said, howdy from Texas. Great videos you put on. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy them. Just about finished chopping this cabbage. Sometime I need to learn how to get one of your guys' laptops set up so I can see the chat better.
Yes.
Like on my next live stream, that's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take time to learn how to do that because I don't know why, but I have problems trying to get it to come up on my account or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure that out next time so I can actually see the chat.
Did you save big leaves?
I don't need to save big leaves anymore because I have this thing. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Normally, like when I do sauerkraut, I'll save like a whole bunch of bigger leaves, and then I will stuff it down on top of the sauerkraut when I put it in the jars because I used to put like a Ziploc baggie over it. And that way it would keep the sauerkraut from coming up, and then I would just throw all those leaves away and have the sauerkraut underneath. That would be good. Well, now I don't have to do that anymore because I got this crock right here. And it makes an airtight seal, so I'm like so excited.
Okay. Someone said, where did your son buy that at?
He got it off of Amazon. I know that. I don't know for sure who he bought it from. Let me see. I'll get the. Let's see. I'm trying to think what brand it is, if it says the brand on here. It's a Kenley crock. So.
Okay. Then someone asked, are you going to butcher Ollie?
Oh. Yeah, we are going to butcher Ollie. But it will be probably in the fall or the spring when we do. But hopefully, by the time we do, we might like have another heifer, because Miley wants to maybe take a heifer for 4-H to the fair. We thought that'd be a good project for her, and then that way, you know, we could breed the heifer every year, and then, you know, every couple of years have a calf to butcher, and if she happened to have another heifer or something like that, then, you know, we'd have 2 to breed, and then kind of just build up a small little herd. But we'll have to see about that, though.
Okay, that's...
I'm gonna just stand up to mix this real quick.
And then one person said, you guys deserve more subscribers.
Aw, well, thank you. Yeah.
Did you sprinkle? Oh, I see.
Yeah, I've added a little bit of salt to this, but I haven't added all of it yet. But anyway, I have, what is it, about 5 to 6 pounds of cabbage, and then 3 tablespoons of sea salt. And so what you do is you mix it all up really well, and then kind of smash it down and let it make up juice. What was that?
Someone said, woohoo, another stream. Hi, y'all.
Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, I plan to try to maybe get going on the live streams more regularly now that Christmas and the holidays are over. I just need to kind of get my house cleaned up and kind of get back to a normal routine again. Then I might try to have live streams once a week or something like that. So, but anyway, another live stream that I'm wanting to do real soon is one on crock pot meals, because someone gave me the idea because she got a new crock pot and she's needing some ideas, and you know, I kind of need ideas too. I mean, I use my crock pot some, but I don't use it like a whole lot, and it would be nice to have some new ideas for it. So that was going to be my next live stream until tonight. This was just kind of a spur of the moment one because I hadn't made my sauerkraut yet, and I was afraid the cabbage was going to get really old. And I didn't want to waste it because it was my cabbage I got for Christmas. And I haven't had time. I was going to do a vlog earlier today, but I ran out of time. So I thought, well, I'm just going to get on and do a live stream. That way I don't have to worry about editing, and I can just get it done, get it over with, and kind of chat with you guys for a bit. So anyway, that's what it is. It's just been kind of like a crazy day. So. What was that? I see Brooke keeps grinning. She's reading your comments and she keeps grinning, and I'm like, what? We need to get a laptop so that way we can read them better. It's such a...
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Holy moly, that's going quick.
Okay. I was bored. Now, I have your... therapy.
Oh, I'm glad that I can cure your boredom. How funny.
Okay. Action.
Okay, we have horrible, well, sometimes our internet's really good, and other times it's really bad. And it just, I don't know, drives me nuts. For as much as we spend on it, you'd think it should be really, really good. Anyway, I got the cabbage the salt mixed into the cabbage now, so now I just gotta let it sit and make its juice. I'm gonna run and rinse my hands off because the salt is burning my hands, and I'll be right back. Is it still going okay and everything? I mean, it looks like it's... Oh,
yeah.
Okay, you got it off live. Okay.
You know where the lotion's at? I really need something.
I don't know where it's at. It might be in the bathroom.
There's a couple comments.
Oh, man.
Someone asked, what's the best chicken breed?
For what? For eggs or for meat? Or... For eggs, there's quite a few breeds that I like.
Depending on what color eggs
They answered what this is.
That's the other question.
Okay. Let's see, for, like, if you're wanting, like, a high production, we like the red stars or the black stars or the sex links, because they seem to produce the most. But we like the Australorps. What are the other ones we like?
I like the
Brahmas. Oh, we really like the
Brahmas.
Brahmas.
They're a very beautiful bird.
Yeah, they're just beautiful. We tend to favor, we like to favor like the prettier ones than the production ones, which I guess kind of defeats the purpose if you're trying to grow them for eggs and stuff like that. But I like to have like a really just beautiful, colorful flock.
Okay, so yeah,
For eggs?
for eggs.
Yeah. Brahmas and what else?
Did you say Australorps?
Australorps.
Those two are like the only ones I like.
I like the Wyandottes.
Wyandottes.
They're very pretty. Especially the blue laced and the red laced Wyandottes or the golden laced.
I like the blue laced red Wyandottes.
Yes, those are pretty. Buffs are good, but we kind of those are probably one of my more least favorite ones because the ones we had always went broody all the time and they kind of drove me crazy. But they're kind of a pretty bird.
Okay. One person said, I'm going to take a picture of the vibrant full moon.
Oh, all right. I bet it is tonight, right? The full moon is tonight, I think. I read something about that.
I
Or
seen it
sometime
last night,
last night?
and it was beautiful last night.
I'll have to go out and look at that here in a little while.
It's probably gonna be cold though.
And then someone said that the moon is huge here too in Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
And then 2 people said hello.
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight.
And then one person asked, are you going to get more chickens?
Yes, this spring we usually do get more. Miley likes to take them for 4-H, and we usually like to get the ones that the younger ones tend to do better at the fair than the older ones. So yes, and I was thinking of that today, that we need to start thinking about what chickens we want to order and getting our order in by the end of this month so we can get them by the 1st of March. So yeah, the only thing we're going to do is probably cut back a little bit on the meat birds this year. Instead of ordering about like 25 like we normally do, we're thinking of maybe ordering 10, maybe. I don't know.
Or 5, you
Or
know.
5.
You know, that sounds good too, you know.
And the main reason is because we still have a lot of pork in our freezer and it's pretty full. And if we're going to be butchering only in the fall, or next spring, then, you know, we kind of need to work on getting our freezer space down a little bit. But I'm sure we're going to have to buy a new freezer no matter what. But then the other reason is because the equipment that we borrow, well, the guy that we borrow the equipment from, he moved away, so we don't have access to the plucker and
Kill cones
and all of that stuff. So I do want to maybe purchase 1 or 2 kill cones, so that way we have our own. But we're going to kind of be back to plucking by hand. So, but I haven't made up my mind for sure on that yet.
One person said, can y'all make a chicken video, like talking about if hens need roosters to make an egg?
Yes, I'll try to do that sometime. I'll try to make a chicken video and kind of give you information on the chickens and everything like that. But to answer that question right now, chickens do not need roosters to make an egg. They lay eggs whether you have a rooster or not, but then they do need a rooster to make fertilized eggs.
And then 2 people agreed to that comment, saying that you should make a chicken video.
Make a chicken video. Okay, I'll write that on my list of videos to make. So I was sitting there the other day trying to come up with some new things that I should talk about. So I'm always open to suggestions on what you guys would like to see.
Skeeter? Is that a Skeeter?
Our cat. He's crazy. He always has to bat the dang water dish around whenever he gets a drink. Oh yay! Michael got my chat up so I can see it. Thank you.
You're delayed.
I'm delayed. That's okay. I think that's normal. I guess I can shut the sound off and then just read the... Shut the sound off so it doesn't drive me nuts. Okay. There we go.
I keep looking at the picture of Skeeter and keep looking.
Let me get this moved over. Wow, that really is delayed. Okay, now I can see the chat, so this will make it a lot better. So, anyway, now while the cabbage is like resting, I guess you'd say, and making the juice, I'll tell you a little bit about the crock. Michael's getting the computer all plugged in for me. Anyway, see this crock. The crock has, this is really, really cool because it has like a little trough around the top, so that way when you put the lid on it, you can put water in there and it makes an airtight seal. So that way you don't have to worry about mold or any bloom or anything growing in it. And then it comes with these weights right here that you weight down the cabbage and the vegetables that you're fermenting to keep them under the liquid. So anyway, so I guess while this cabbage gets full of juice, be about ready to go. Dylan bought this on Amazon, is what he told me. And it is a, what is it kind again? A Kinley brand. It's really, really nice. He said that he had a bigger one all in the cart, but by the time he went to buy it, they were sold out. So then he had to look around and do some more research and stuff, and then he found this one, and it's a smaller one. So he got this one instead. But you're welcome. Anyway, when you make sauerkraut, you need to make sure that when you put it into the thing that you pack it down and get the liquid, enough liquid to cover it. And then you just put these weights on top of it. And if you don't have enough liquid, then you need to make a solution of salt water. So that way you basically brine, so that way you can cover it. And so, anyway. Oh, there it goes. Okay, there's a question here. What do you feed your chickens? Some people say if you feed your chickens a lot of different types of food, they will get broody faster. Is that true? I have never heard of that. But I think broodiness mostly comes from like their hormones or things like that. They tend to get broody in the spring, and so that way they can hatch their eggs and stuff like that.
And ours are usually the consistent diet.
Yeah.
Other than the bugs and stuff that they can find outside. Otherwise, we normally feed the consistent diet of chicken pellets.
Yeah, we usually just feed them chicken pellets. We do. I will dump out vegetable scraps and stuff like that for them. But they free range mostly, with the exception of in the wintertime when they are in the garden. They usually free range, so they are usually out chasing bugs, digging in the dirt, scrounging up whatever they can find. Okay, somebody wants to know, what do you do with a broody hen? Well, if you want your hen to hatch the eggs, then you just let them sit on the eggs until they hatch. But if you don't want them to be broody, then you need to get them out. Sometimes it's just hard to break them from their broodiness. And what I personally do is I just kind of drag them off the nest and take them outside and set them down. And then they usually go right back up and sit on their nest again later. But that's about all you can do with a broody hen until they decide to come out of their broodiness. But sometimes we have hatched our own, let our chickens hatch their own, but and it works okay, but it just kind of depends, because I don't like to just have a lot of different chickens randomly being hatched all the time, because then you end up with a lot of roosters and other birds that you really don't want. And so I like to be more selective on how many we hatch and stuff like that. So that's why I don't always let ours sit on the eggs. So I think I might go ahead and start putting the cabbage into the crock. Put it in the crock, you need to make sure that you press it down. it might just be because of our bad internet that you're getting the buffering. But according to my camera over there, it doesn't say that it's got a bad connection.
You can see what it's doing on mine.
Oh yeah, it's not buffering on this end, I guess. Hey, Sandy. Oh, thank you. I just love this crock. I've been wanting one forever. I was so excited to get it. I figure it will make fermenting so much easier than what I was doing before. So. Hey, Samantha. Thank you. I do love this crock. Yes, I highly recommend it. I have never used a crock before, so we'll see how it works, but it's got to be easier than what I've been doing, so. I used to have a, what was it, a perfect pickler or something like that, lid that you could get that had like a little airtight thing on it, but that didn't work so well.
That one there.
They want an arm and a leg at Restaurant Supply. Yes, they are kind of pricey, but they're a pretty good investment because if you do like to ferment a lot, which I plan to ferment quite a bit, you know, it'll pay off. Andrew wants to know which breeds go broody the most.
Our experience, we had the Buff Orpingtons go most.
Yeah, buffs or the most. And then, oh, we had a red chicken. I don't know what kind it was. But she
Rhode
was,
Island Red.
yeah. She always would go broody. She still kind of does.
Few Australorps, but mainly the Buffs.
Yeah, the buffs are, for us, were the worst ones. You gotta come sit over here in the camera. So that way they can see you when you
I'm
talk.
fine right where I'm at.
Don't you guys think he needs to come sit over here? So that way you guys can see him when if he's gonna answer questions. And they said yes. So you better get over there. Oh, the salt is killing my hands. Anyway.
So it looks like I'm about to get outvoted here.
Yeah, see? Everybody's saying yes. You better get over there. How does Ollie like his new man cave?
I like that. That's cute.
Well, over the weekend he was out there sleeping in it.
Yeah.
One night. What was it, Saturday night? I just went out and checked and he was out there laying in it.
The really coldest night of all, I think he was out there sleeping in it. But most of the nights he's, at least from what I've seen, he's out and about. Out by that, he likes to hang out by that hay bale out there. So anyway, I just need to either move the camera up or something. But here, come sit over here for a minute. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I got the cabbage all packed in there really, really tight. And it still hasn't produced like quite enough juice yet. So I think I might go ahead and pour. Yeah, he is a smart bull. How funny. So I think I might go ahead and pour the brine over it now. Oops, sorry.
That's why you want me to sit over there so I can clean up the mess.
Exactly.
I almost poured the brine and it splattered everywhere.
Okay, and then I'm going to just take these weights and stick them in there.
You want that one there?
No, not yet.
Okay.
And the brine is just about like this far over the waist. So I'm just going to add just a little more. I don't know if I told you this or not, but the brine has 1.5 teaspoons of salt, or tablespoons of salt per 4 cups of water. Okay. Oh. Samantha says, I just started trying out fermenting this past year and very excited to experiment much more. I'll have to put a crock on my Christmas list next year. Yes, you'll need to. I think it will make it so much easier. So. Okay, and then once I got everything set in there, then I just put the lid on it. And there's like these little dents indentions right there, and that will allow the air to come out, or the gases to escape, but not the air to get in once you add the water. And so what you want to do is just go ahead and pour your brine in the little trough right here and make sure that it covers the little indentions, and then after that it's pretty much set. 1.5 tablespoons per 4 cups of water, yes. I can't remember if that's my normal recipe or not, but I'm just following the instructions that came with the crock because I didn't want to go look up what my recipe said because I couldn't remember it. But, yes, I think it is one. I think that's normally what I use on my regular recipe too. So. Andrew showing us what's your favorite homesteading YouTubers. I usually watch, let's see, sometimes I watch Justin Rhodes, and I watch Art and Bree. And who else do I watch? I like the Pratt Family Homestead. And who else? I watched Dirt Patch Heaven. I think I watched some more, but I can't think of them right now, right offhand. What was that? This Humble.
Probably Humble Old Homestead.
Yeah. So what are some of the channels that you guys like to watch?
Deep South Homestead.
Yes, I watch them sometimes. And Starry, yes, I do like. I like Starry too. Yes. I'm gonna go rinse my hands really quick.
I like that. It makes it look like Mr. Wilson, the neighbor. Whatever, home improvement show. That's what it is.
Yeah, Samantha, they're all good, aren't they? Oh yeah, Weed 'em and Reap, they are good too. I like them. And who else? I know there's some other ones, but my mind's blank right now.
Did you say Justin Rhodes?
Yes, I did. Yep. I'm gonna wash my hands really quick and be right back.
You're saying about Becky's Homestead?
Yes. Becky's Homestead is a good one. It's very informative. Insteader.
Yeah, Insteader.
I hear you on that one. We used to be insteaders when we lived in Texas. We wanted to be anywhere but there. So are you wanting to homestead? Or are you just, or do you just like to watch everybody?
J. Mary.
Yeah. Because I know back when we lived in Texas, I was just dying to have like a bigger place that we could actually have a garden and some chickens and stuff like that. And then it drove me crazy that we couldn't. We actually did have them, and then we got in trouble. And so we were supposed to get rid of them, but we didn't, and we hid them in our backyard. And then we got caught again, and then we had to get rid of them. And then I was just like, okay, that's it. I need to get out of here.
And all we did then was just bring them down here.
Yeah.
Bring them up here.
I hear ya. I'm the same way. I don't know if I could really ever live in a city.
Go back to living in one.
Well, we didn't ever really live in what you call a city.
A big one, yeah. We were always small town.
Yeah, a small town. I mean, the biggest city we lived in had one stoplight, and that was pretty crazy for us.
That's weird.
Yeah. And so, so if I ever had to go back to live in a town or a city, it'd have to be like a really small town, because I just don't like the city. I mean, I like to visit the big city, but then I like to, when I'm done there, I want to be out of there. So I like the quiet peacefulness of the country. So do you guys have any other questions for us or anything? Grew up in the hills of Mississippi, didn't have electricity till I was 16, 39 now, and really missed the off-grid life. Oh wow, that would be interesting. I've always thought it would be interesting to try to live off-grid, but I don't know if I could or not with the heat around here in the summertime. I know there's probably ways that you can do that though. But Sandy says, me too, love the country, wish I was there.
Goats really don't stink either.
I live near a city with lots of land and I want goats, but my parents say no because my neighbor will say no because they will stink. Yeah, goats don't stink too much, but then again, we don't live in a confined area with them either. They live way out there in the pasture, so their stink kind of blows away probably. But
yeah, like I say, we don't notice it. We're probably used to it too.
well, I noticed it when I walk in the barn though. You know, because they go in there and sleep, and then it kind of smells like goat when you walk in there. But
Buffering.
oh, sorry about the buffering. It's not buffering on our end, but that might be because.
Well, every once in a while it'll across the bottom there.
Does goat milk taste the same as cow milk?
No.
It's close.
Very
If you
close.
get it, if you drink it when it's really fresh, you can hardly tell the difference. Goat milk has a sweeter taste
Yes.
than what cow milk does. But then again, I've never tasted fresh cow milk. I always compare the processed kind to fresh goat milk. And so I think goat milk tastes way better just because I love the freshness of it. But I'm picky about it. I mean, if it's a day or two old, I don't really care for it as much. Yeah. Maybe we can possibly bump up our internet so it can be a little bit better if we do this regularly. I love the way.
That's when I
Goats
used to said allergic
sell
to
it.
regular milk, but you grew up on goat milk.
Yes.
There's been a lot of people I know the same way.
In fact, I can't really drink cow milk very well. It makes my stomach hurt, but goat milk doesn't. It's really good. You ate a goat for New Year's. All right. Was it good? We've had goat one time and we liked it. And we've been considering raising meat goats, but we just haven't ventured into that yet. Braised goat is the best. Goat's milk is way better. Yes. And you think chickens smell more than goats. I agree with that. Chickens can reek at times. You walk into their coop and it's like, whoa.
Especially if they're confined.
Yeah. Or if they just let a fresh one, it really stinks. Even outside, they let a fresh one out there. It's like, whoa, guys. So, you guys have any more questions about anything? I'm going to probably sign off here in a little bit because I do have a video to edit and it's going to take me a little while to do that tonight before I go to bed. And I got to get this mess cleaned up too. Okay, so I guess I will go ahead and sign off for now. And oh, thank you, Jennifer. Happy New Year to you. And Andrew wants to know what the quietest breed of chicken is. I don't know if there is a quieter breed of chicken, because they all like to balk and squawk and complain and carry on. So let's see, it all depends on how they are raised. 30 years ago, you opened a can of goat milk, you stunk up the house. Now people take care of goats and the milk does not stink. That's very true. Very true. So anyway, thanks for joining us. And it's been fun chatting with you guys, and I will try to do this on more of a regular schedule. And I'll just let you know whenever I'll let you know the schedule soon on that. So anyway, good night, guys. Go shut this off.